All right, welcome to the Lakeland way to chalk fields. I'm on the JV field today. I went and grabbed all the equipment out of the concession stand. In the concession stand equipment room, you'll find a few items. In the equipment room, there is this template for the, the batter's box. I'll show you how to use it in a minute. And then there's also the chalk machine in the equipment room of the concession stand. In the concession stand, or inside the chalk machine, there's chalk as well. Extra chalk is available in the shed that's adjacent to the high school if you need more chalk. There's also, I think, a bag or two in the equipment room as well. Inside the actual concession stand, we keep this bucket. This belongs to Lakeland Youth Softball, LUYS field prep. Inside there's a broom for sweeping off the bases. There is a template for the pitcher's mound radius, a tape measure to help measure out the field, the location of the pitching mound, and then a few other tools, a hammer for pounding in stakes, a couple of tools for working with the dirt, string line, we'll show you how to use that in a bit, and then some long nails or stakes to help anchor some things. So those are the tools that you need to actually chalk a softball field. We go pretty simple here in youth softball. We really only need, for 8U, all we really gotta do is the foul lines for chalking. Do not need to do a pitcher's circle because it is coach pitch. For 10U, 12U, and 14U, we do foul lines and then the pitcher's circle. Now the pitcher circle, it depends on where the pitching mound is located. 10U, I believe, is 37 feet, 12U is 40 feet, and 14U is 43 feet, but verify in the text documentation for this of the actual location. We'll first start by doing the batter's box, that outline, and then also we'll run a string line for first base. So what I like to do is we'll bring the bucket with us. We'll grab the pitcher's mound or the batter's box template. On the batter's box template, there's two sides, a correct way and a wrong way. There's two different dimensions. This side is 3 feet, this side is 4 feet. The longer dimension goes towards the fence, and I have it marked on here, fence. The shorter side goes towards the pitcher's mound, pitch. When you're setting up this template, you need to take these two bars and line them up with the edge of the plate, approximately. Front edge of the plate with the front bar. And then you need to make sure that the batter's box is aligned with the field. So kind of eyeball it. Make sure that those two legs are aligned with the edge of the plate here, and the batter's box is aligned with the field. Next, we'll take a stake, big nail, whatever, and just mark the inside of the template like so. That helps you locate where you need to chalk. Now we'll just flip it over 90 degrees or whatever, and do the other side. Again, align it with the front of the home plate, align it with the field. This field isn't 100% perfect as far as orientation. I've noticed that the home plate's not in the correct location, but it's close enough for what we're doing. And mark the inside here. That's all we need this for. Once we get the batter's box marked out, we'll grab the chalk machine, bring it over, and we'll start marking out the batter's boxes. On the chalk machine, there's 3 slots on this lever. First slot is off. Second slot is I think a 2-inch line, and the third slot is a 4-inch line. Only need to use a 2-inch line. The bottom of the V is where the chalk comes out. And if you look, come on this side, look down from the operator's position, you can see down inside here, there are a 2-inch line and a 4-inch width. The 2-inch will be where the 2-inch line is at, and the 4-inch is where the 4-inch is. And if you back up a little bit, there is a center line of where everything is to help you know where it is depositing. So all I gotta do is just put it in the second position. I turned it on to where I wanted to start the line, and I like to go backwards. I don't know why, it just seems to work better. Pick it up on the back wheel, we're gonna cross, and we'll do this side. Do that one. Now I bring it around and do the back side. And I want to chalk the inside of my mark. So I'm aligning the right edge as I'm reversing with the mark in the soil. Now I'll go here. Now I'm on my left edge here. Remember, keeping in mind that I'm always trying to mark the inside edge of the mark. All right, so that's the batter boxes. I'll turn off the lever and just hold on to that for a minute. Now we can do the 2 foul lines, left and right, and I'll grab a stake and the string line. In softball and baseball, everything goes off of the home plate. The apex is right where the 2 points come together. So I'll pound my stake on the back side, the point of the home plate, like that. And this is our reference point for everything, foul lines, and also the pitcher's mound. Grab my string line, and yes, we'll wrap up these cords nice. Okay, I think I got it. So on the end of this line, there is a little loop. It might break, so just tie another one. The distance doesn't matter, we just need the string line. So I'll just hook that loop along that nail, and we'll just drag it all the way out. Oh, we need to grab another stake. This is doable by yourself. If you have a friend, it is easier. So I grabbed the nail and the hammer, and I got the string line, and I'm gonna bring you with me. All right, so out here, if you want to stand behind me, out here we'll line the string line with the outside edge of the painted field line, but reality, where we want it to be lined up is especially on the first base line, we want it on the outside edge of the plates. So on first base, it's going to be the seam between the white plate and the orange plate. So I'm just going to pound a nail, just ideally it's on the outside edge, so somewhere like this, of the paint line in the field, and then I'll pull it tight, and then just wrap it around a bunch, and now we'll chalk that. So I'll go grab my chalking machine, and you can just stay here if you want. So start it right on the outside edge of the batter's box, and we'll just start backing up. And I'm chalking the inside of the string line, inside of the playing field of the string line. And I like to go in reverse. It just seems to work better. Once we get to first base, we'll pick it up, go over the base, and then continue. All the way out to the outfield. Just like that. Turn it off. And now we'll do the same. We'll pull this out and we'll go walk over to third base line. All right, just like on the other side, we'll line the string line with the exterior edge of third base and the exterior edge of the outfield line. Pound that stake in, and now we'll chalk it. We'll start out here. Again, I'm lining it up. We'll line the string line up with the inside edge of that mark there. Put it in second position and then just work my way backwards, keeping the chalk line on the inside of the string line here. Bring it up, kind of work your way over, and then continue. Now as we approach home plate, we'll stop the chalk line for foul line right at the batter's box, like that. Now if we come back here, take a look at from the fence and looking out, we can see that this isn't aligned correctly with the world. Home plate should be shifted over a little bit. Ideally, the foul line will connect right in with the corner of the batter's box on both sides. But home plate isn't perfect. We'll just deal with it here on JV field. Varsity field's in better shape with the home plate. But again, ideally, the foul line will connect directly with a point of the batter's boxes. For our purposes, that's all we need to do for the batter's box and the foul lines. This is all you need to do for 8U. For 10U and 12U and 14U, we'll do the pitcher's mound. We're gonna collect the string line and then we'll do the pitcher's mound. So with the right way to do this is to bring a string line out directly from home plate to second base. Like this. And this is the line that we want to align with for the pitcher's mound. So now we'll bring our hammer with, and now we can measure the location of the pitcher's mound. And get that marked out. So for the pitcher's mound, we're gonna need the template for the circle and an additional stake and our tape measure. We'll hook the tape measure on the nail on the apex of home plate here, and we'll have my helper hold the tape measure. And we're marking 12U tonight. For 12U, we're at 40 feet from the apex. So we'll mark it on, hold it on that nail, and I'll just make a quick mark in the dirt to show the front edge, 40 feet to the front edge of the pitcher's mound. Okay, you can come out here now. So we can see that this is 40 feet. The pitching mound that's on the field already is 43 feet, and that's for 14U and high school. So in the case, if you're marking for 14U, we'll just put that stake directly on the front edge of the already in place pitching mound. Okay, so then once you have this marked on and the nail in place, we'll grab our template. Template has a loop in it. We'll hook the loop around the nail. And then we'll just use a template. Why don't you come over here, I'll show you. On the bottom of the template is a screw, and that's what we're going to use to mark the field. So I'm just going to take the screw, hold that string line tight, and then just drag a circle like this all the way around, keeping that string line tight. We'll jump over, keep that string line tight. We'll move our equipment, get that out of the way. And this is marking an 8-foot radius pitching circle. And that's it. So we'll get rid of our equipment and then we'll mark. Now that we got that marked, we'll bring the chalk machine out here and mark that. All right, take this, wrap the string line around the template. That's all we gotta use it for. Pretty simple. Biggest thing is just make sure that the string line gets wrapped around nicely for the next person. Go get that other string line. Try to wind this up nicely. There aren't any issues for others. Okay, remove all that stuff, put it back in the bucket, and now we'll go out and mark. Oh, got another one here. We'll go out and mark the pitcher's mound. In this case, we'll just start anywhere. A little more difficult, and we'll mark the inside of the mark that I placed down on the field and just kind of work my way around, marking the circle. Get as close as you can. All right, so as you noticed, I just went all the way around 360 degrees. The last bit is we marked out the front edge of the pitching mound. The 10 and 12-year coaches should have a pitching mound that they'll place, and it needs to be communicated where that is. If you come here before the game and chalk, maybe an idea, I'll do it right now. I'll just take this and I'll mark the exact edge of where that is, so they know where to put their mound. Okay? And it might be smart to also maybe make them a little mark. We know that's the center. Okay? And then the coach will come and pound that pitcher's mound in. Once we're done marking the field, we got our circle, we got to locate our pitching mound located, we've got the batter's box, the foul lines both marked. We can return the equipment back to the concession stand. The chalk machine will go in the storage shed adjacent to the concession stand. Same with the batter's box template, and then the bucket with the tools will go directly in the concession stand so they don't get lost within the other equipment in the storage shed. That's it, pretty simple. Let us know if any questions. All for the kids.